Today we're at the Sunshine Coast's best used cars, and today we're going to answer an age-old question, and that is, what do girls really want? Well, maybe I can answer it with regards to P-plated cars, but anyway, we'll see. We'll get to that later. First, I'll give you a run through on these three cars and what to look for if you're a P-plater when driving these cars. Okay, so this is the Ford Fiesta, and we're moving on to what is the most expensive car out of all three of our cars, but it's got the best value, I think, and it's the car to go for. It's the pick of the bunch because it's a lot newer, it's got a lot more safety features and a lot better technology than our two other cars. So when it comes to safety with this car, you've got 5 out of 5 ANCAP safety rating. And it's got, in terms of the technology, all the other cars have got ABS, but this car's got also electronic stability control. So that means if you're starting to lose your steering control of the car will react and brake the wheel accordingly to steer you back into the correct spot. Okay, so when it comes to economy, this car has the most economical engine at 6.1 litres per 100 kilometres. And it's actually got the largest engine as well, which is a 1.6 litre engine. If you are to go for the diesel version, you will get 3.7 litres per 100 kilometres, and that, when these cars came out, was some of the best figures on the market. It even beat the price. So we're in the Fiesta here. This is the pick of the bunch out of all the cars. It's a manual, so it's a bit harder to drive, but I think it's a plus learning how to drive a manual anyway, so that's a good thing. It's always good to have that skill. As far as this car's driving goes, it's not as connected as the Suzuki Swift, but it certainly still drives well. The manual feels a bit harder to drive with, even though I'm used to manuals. It's a bit harder to drive with, and it doesn't go very far in each gear, so you have to really work the gears to get in and out of tough hills or tough situations. Right, so this car doesn't feel as sporty as the Swift, but it's still pretty roomy inside, and it's got the gauges look a bit more interesting, and it's got a better setup for the radio, I think, and it's also got a center panel there for all the details that you want to know about the radio. One thing with the Fiesta as well, its indicators are on the left-hand side, so you'll have to get used to that too. Most Japanese cars and cars that drive on the left-hand side of the road have got the indicator on the right-hand side of the car. With all those things aside, the car is still pretty zippy, and it's the most economical and safe car out of the lot. And it's got the most safety features, so it'll keep you out of trouble if you ever find yourself in a tough situation. It's more likely to steer you on the right path than the two other cars, which don't have electronic stability control or ESC. So that's a good thing about this car.